Okay. I think I'm just about ready to get started. So let's just double checking my notes. Listen to a little bit of the Castlevania Rebirth soundtrack. I want to pop up some notes in general before I get into the meat of the testing. We discovered some issues last time. I just want to make sure that those are behaving properly. So we'll do at least some minimum, you know, basic tests against a couple of the bosses. I'll let chat accrue points as I talk. But essentially, I have to turn my notes back on now that I'm not doing the other thing. I want to discuss, I guess, the future of what I'm looking to do in the next patch, and then also what we're probably going to end up testing today. So right now, for future patch, since I wanted to release one that's more of a hotfix patch, which is the one we'll be testing tonight, I'm looking to maybe get in some auto mayhem for people looking to play it on their own. I want to put more safety checks in for cooldowns, so if people want to decrease the cooldowns, it shouldn't cause any issues. If people increase the cooldowns, there's really no downside. And I think long-term goal, I want to rework what is the current hex and the current pain trade. I haven't quite finalized what I'm looking for it to do, but I like the concept of both of them. I just think that maybe they should be swapped. So I'm just trying to articulate it a little better in the sense that I feel like it's okay to give very punishing effects to the player on rotation, but I also feel like I'm okay with punishing effects on rotation if they give a reward or get a value back. So for example, the current hex takes something away, gives it back, takes something away, gives it back, and that has like a really solid theme with it. If you wanted more kind of chaotic ones that don't necessarily give exactly what it takes back, that's where I'm thinking of reworking Pain Trade into Challenge, right? Because Pain Trade already gets rid of your health, it gets rid of your MP, it gets rid of your gold, it gets rid of your hearts, and you get an item, right? But what I'm thinking of doing to make it a more universal mechanic is that instead of just giving you the item right away, I have to survive without quitting out to the menu for X amount of time, and then it gives me an item. So this is technically a straight-up nerf to Pain Trade. Hello, Yantos. Hope you're doing well. So I'm interested in getting some negative effects that aren't just necessarily, I guess, straightforward, like a challenge. Like I think we talked about before, I was always interested in kind of like a wind effect. So if I can get this working, I might put wind in here, just like really annoying controls. And if I survive it, then I get some kind of reward. And I'm thinking of cycling through the current items, HP and stats. I haven't decided if this should actually be random, like the rewards, or if it's based off the number of times it's used. I haven't really decided about that, chat. I need to think about what is fair and balanced when it comes to that. Yeah, we'll be starting SotN up in a little bit. The other thing that I have to go through is that I was made aware that the current version of BizHulk no longer supports the mod that we're working on, so I have to figure out what needs to get updated. I'm familiar with some mods that have updated controls, and I had partially added those in a previous patch, but I need to completely retool certain things, which is very annoying. I'm not sure if there's an easy way to check the version of BizHulk. Because I would like to support the current version of BizHulk I'm using to run it, but we'll see. Anyway, Antos, since you're here, if you have any requests during the testing, just let me know. We'll go check things out. Essentially, we're going to be testing some of the difficulty settings, I think, tonight, and we're going to be testing some hotfixes. There is quite a list here I'm just showing off. So we'll be doing things like potentially getting double the health that we're used to seeing from the bosses to make sure that that works. I'll be disabling some of their health as well, I think, at the end of the run, just to make sure the inverse works. But I think otherwise I'm mostly happy with where this is. I think the only thing I have pending when it comes to the UI is the reset behavior. I haven't finalized what is the best way to not repeat the defaults multiple times. So I'm still looking into that. Yeah, other than that, that's pretty much what we'll end up testing. So I'll probably do a mostly legit run, start to finish, and I'm probably going to put it with slightly elevated settings. This will be like a hard mode version of Mayhem. We'll see how it goes. I expect it to be very difficult, because I'm usually not one that enjoys super, super high difficulties, so we'll see. It'll be more of a patience thing with it, but I'll try my best. So anyway, I think that's all I really want to discuss there. Let me go ahead and close that up, and I guess we'll just boot up SotN. Meanwhile, we get to listen to the very chill Rebirth soundtrack. Also would help if I put the sound back up on this hall. Okay, I think that's working, so we're gonna go ahead and pause. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it over to the correct channel. There we go. I corrected the version on the scene. I'm on the ball today, chat. I'm just gonna go ahead and boot this up. Double check the key. I think is good to go. Yeah, that's good to go. Awesome. But before I do that, I guess I could bump a difficulty setting up or two. What to test here? You know what? I'm just gonna put it on max settings, chat. This is just the easiest way for me to tell. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, I see. I seem to have lost internet connection. That is most unfortunate. Literally about to start a run. Dead in the water. I hope it's coming back. If not, I'm gonna have to pause. It says reconnection successful. Well, then I'll just continue and hopefully Twitch will catch up. As that does make it a little hard to stream if the internet's not there. So I'm gonna go ahead and save these settings, and hopefully by the time chat catches up, we'll be good to go. Yeah, definitely some weird weather we're having here. So probably why some of the things are not quite working as expected. So we'll begin in just a moment. I'm actually going to take a very short drink break. I could talk today. And when I come back, we'll start up SotN. So listen to the music in the meantime, and hopefully when chat hears this, we'll we'll be all synced up again. So one moment. Okay, chat, I am back. Things seem to be up. That's a good sign. Let the music play out. Hopefully everything is all synced up. Yeah, let's get into the game. So I've saved it to the hardest settings. This will be interesting. So of course, I think the reason I was having issues, on the last stream is because of Windows Update. Windows updates are just garbage, chat. I don't know about you. I have never had a computer before Windows 10. that just straight up, my performance just went to like near 0 due to a pending update. Never had that happen before. 20 plus years of owning a computer, this is the only one where I've seen it just tank performance. Ridiculous, chat. So anyway, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move that save file over for now. We'll consider that part of our testing grounds. I have a lot of different areas we could go to. So yeah, hopefully that should take the hardest / max difficulties. I'm gonna leave the Galamoth settings on for now. We'll be testing him a little more explicitly. Because if I have to fight him, I'm not fighting him with base health, chat. Like, no. We'll test those flags at the very end, because I'd rather not find out mid-run for sure. But I think we're otherwise good to go. Double checking. Yeah, let me get rid of this one. So the bot should be talking to you guys. Let's give the bot a little quick check, as it were, before I get too much further. Seems to have responded to me. That's a good sign. Go ahead and launch the tracker for the benefit of the chat. Oh, I'm still in the Square Enix seed. I guess I should probably generate a new seed, actually, chat. What would you like the new seed to be? I mean, I could run it again on the same seed, but I think that'd be kind of lame. Rixian says pineapple. Well, Rixian, you ask, you state. It's the first one there. That we are playing the pineapple seed. Hopefully you're doing well, Rixian. Chris is apparently bankrupt. That is impressive. That's actually impressive to be at only 2,000. Did you gamble it away? Is that what happened? Did you burn out underperform? Hello, Nate the Great. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by, lurking. Always appreciate the support. Joined at the right time, full of a cold, came out of nowhere. Oof. Pretty brutal. Oh, I didn't realize I already downloaded the file. It was so fast, chat. I looked away for like a quarter of a second and it was done already. Oh, okay. I guess the complexity is not high, whatever it just rolled. Anyway, let's go ahead and close this down for a second then. Otherwise, it's going to complain that I'm overwriting the file. Yeah, I still feel kind of out of it from daylight savings, for sure. So I figured people would trickle in gradually. So starting it a little earlier, just to get some of that other stuff out of the way, made sense. Okay, so we're going to play the Pineapple Seed. Hopefully you feel better, though. Rixian with the astounding 39,000. He is the point baron in this particular economy. Chris is burned out completely. Rest in peace, Chris. No money for you, apparently. Let's go ahead and edit your points. You're at 2,934. Make that 12,294. There you go. Enjoy the boosted points. Yeah, we'll be starting up. We'll be testing some things. There's a couple save files I'm going to go back to if they don't happen during the run. You'll also notice in the bottom right, the command list is one command shorter. That's because if I disable the command, it should no longer appear, so there should be less confusion as to what is active. So right now, I think I've removed Swap Relic, for example. And I believe Pandemonium is set to not take away my relics. So we'll be testing that. I think it was working. I vaguely recall we tested it very briefly last time. Let me go ahead and launch everything here. The great Pineapple Seed, chat. Now to gamble it all away. I mean, chat's got some gambling problems. What can I say? Can't save them all, really. Oh yeah, no worries. Definitely in the future, share. When we're in these kind of testing sessions, I'm like, nah, I'll just give you the points. Because I'm not even sure if I'll complete this run, to be honest. We'll see how far it gets. I have it bumped difficulty, and if I don't feel like the bump difficulty is working, then we have to back out. Bot is connected. Awesome. Always a good sign. Also, increase how much meter you get whenever I enter this menu. So if I save scum you, and I'm using little shortcuts, I get punished a little harder. I think before it gave 20 out of 100 meter, now it gives 25. So just a little more in the chat's favor. But that's also open to customization now, which is nice. So we'll call this... Yeah, I'll call it this. Call it gambling. So hopefully chat's had an enjoyable weekend. Mine was kind of bad, to be honest. Feeling it a little bit from work. See, that's why I didn't want to jump there. Okay, now I know for future reference. Unless I do the shoulder dash, I'm not going to make that. Okay, so that will consistently get me the other heart. Okay, that was the other thing I was trying to figure out. Okay, I'm learning. Might have been like a frame too early, I'm not sure. Wow, he got wrecked. Wrecked. I like that, chat. That went well. I was like, okay. I was worried I Hydro Storm slightly too early to get maximum damage, but nope, didn't matter. He still died. So let's go ahead and start Mayhem in just a moment. Okay, should be active. Chat can do the complimentary testing before I get too far. Have Werebane and Skull Shield. That is a really high amount of damage, though. Okay. Oops. Oh no, slammed. Oh man, I got 1 in 8 immediately? Oh, that is so unlucky. Wow. This might be GG. Wow. Uh-oh. Okay. Super unlucky. I really hope I don't go out of the room. I'm gonna try to jump to guess where it is. Brutal. Okay. I guessed correctly there. This is very bad for me. I might actually die here. Slam does a lot of damage at this, like, no defense. Oh, it's gonna be brutal. Okay, so hopefully it'll wear off. Unless I'm doing less damage, but I still one-shot them. Unfortunately, I think my stats are still very low. I just have a very strong weapon. Alright, so all I gotta do is make it to the save, and we're good. for sure. The start of it is pretty brutal. Oops. Like in the color change wearing off. Nice. Nice little safe strats. Taking his item first before I heal. Ooh, an actual shield? Nice. Into the save room we go. I see an exclamation mark stone command. Or ice stone. There's the ambush. Yeah, that 1 and 8. Chris is feeling lucky today, apparently. Gambling. Living up to the gambling seed, apparently. Oh, I went too far. Due to speed. This is a problem, actually. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm not surviving this. There's too many of them. Unfortunately, it cloned the chuckers, so I was pretty much dead. As soon as I got hit in the corner, there's nothing I could do. Unfortunately, I didn't make the jump due to speed. It had speed not triggered, I actually would not have died to that. But it put me in the corner because I missed my jump. So, brutal timing. Speed is not helpful when you're trying to precision platform. So the downside is that these guys are going to be hitting me for a ton of damage, because I believe they should be taking the ×2 settings. I was gifted Soul of Bat. Hello, Major Boon. That came out of nowhere. I see the happy, the evil smirks in the chat. So yeah, so we're playing with Ambush has double health and double damage. So you can see their damage output is extremely high if I come in contact with them. So if people were complaining this was too easy, did you see them take 5 punches? Oh, he came up from behind me and jumped. What a brutal monster. Oh yeah, I'm gonna reset the room. I don't have another weapon, that's a shame. Well, hopefully I could keep this bat. Oh, Thunderbrand would help if I could survive. I'm actually gonna go for that save point. I almost never do, but this is gonna be one of those rare times. We're playing like the hard mode of it. So if Chan is not convinced that this is the hard mode of it, that skeleton, which normally has not even 15 health, had over 55 health, and he did, instead of I think 6 damage, he did 11. So I hope chat feels that if they want to see a harder gameplay, it is technically there. For those looking for more masochistic games, it's quite something. But I think I'll equip that Thunderbrand in a moment. That would be very interesting to me. Oh. Well, okay. Well, I got rushed down. I was going to do Wing Smash, but might as well conserve my MP. Leaf Stone. Okay. Okay. So, 1 second. I'm going to unequip the pizza that we have. Let's get a sword there. So, everything is doubled, I think, at the moment with enemy stats. I don't think I touched the curse settings. So I might have to experiment with that. Probably should have upped that before this. Oh well. I'm gonna check what items down here. But right now, every boss is just gonna be like insanely godlike. So I expect fully to die to basically every tough boss, unless chat just lets me keep equipment. Super tough bosses? Okay. That's gonna be fun. So let me think. How much health would that grant them? Is Gaibon potentially over 800 health right now? Get juggled? Ooh, Rixian trying to go for the kill. Oh, and the slam? I respect that. You're like, no platforming allowed. Get out of here. Die, streamer. I was thinking about something, Chad. I don't know how you would feel about it. Like, if I replace the default sounds, like, for example, for this game... Oh, very gold. Hello. But if I replace the default sounds for this, like, would Valkyrie Profile be a good fit, chat? What do you think? Oh, chat, are you ready for me to die? This is for you, chat. It's fair. I have bad, I deserve to die. You're right, Rixian. Oh, well. Oh, man, that super speed is horrible. That super speed is actually atrocious. Oh, get Juggle just wore off. I'm gonna crouch this. Okay, how much health do these things have? I'm really curious. I mean, he should die. He's the easy one. This guy right here. I'm not sure. I would say it's safe to say over 500. That would have taken a while for sure. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Unfortunate. Yeah, I was too scared to do the spell input due to super speed because leaning forward to do Tetra Spirit probably would have killed me instantly. To be honest. Because just that little tap would have moved me like 2.5 Ala cards and I would have died. Again, speed being used to troll. So brutal. Well, anyway, it's no longer tough bosses, so I don't care anymore. Let's just go ahead and get that easy clear. So no form of miss, but I still have bat. That's all that matters. Yeah, def super dead. I agree. Super dead. Oh, hello, Tetra Spirit. Taking away my HP. Yeah, comparatively, chat. Like, look at that health difference. What was that? Like, 3 swings? Yeah, whatever. I don't have gravity boots, so I'm just gonna fly over here. Oh no, immediately a Vlad relic? Ooh, brutal. It's not even the good one. What one is that? Is that luck? I was gonna say. Ooh. If it was tooth, I would have been like, oh, that's fair. Or heart, I'd go, okay, that's also fair. But, did not get a good one, chat. Unless it drops me some crazy items, not worth it. Well, let's go ahead and safety save again. So yeah, right now I don't think it's set up. Actually, if I'm playing midway through, does it accept a setting change? I've never actually tried that before. I'm gonna see if that does anything. I mean, it should technically update. What if I just put it to ×2 and hit save? What does it do? Saved it. Oh, okay. Allegedly, it's active. I'll have to check in the back end later in the logs. Oh, hello. I've been slammed. And oh no, they ambushed. No, 26. Why hello there? Oh, 46 did... He survived 90? What is his health total? Oh my god, chat, that's nightmarish. What the heck is that? Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. That wasn't health. I'm dead. Oh, yeah, I'm dead. I don't think I'm getting through this, chat. No. Brutal. Rest in peace. But yeah, so if chat thinks the game was too easy, definitely the hardest difficulty setting is something, for sure. For sure, chat. Ambush is basically auto kill at this point. If I was like a moderately equipped character, I think it'd be fine. Like, my damage is there, my defense is not, so I'm just gonna explode anytime something looks at me. 3 defense cannot handle like a 25 damage enemy when I'm at 90 health. Yeah, I'm glad that it seems to be working. So hit points, I'm impressed. I want to at least see characters that don't duplicate, like Doppelganger. Oh, somebody spawned on me. That was rude. I think I'm in trouble again. I think I might die here again. There are so many axes. I don't think it's physically possible for me to stand. Okay. Okay, I played it out. My relics were taken away. I was about to equip Demon. Man, that was the bait and switch. It was like, oh, you got an easy out with Demon, and chat went, nope. Oh, you got me, chat. I was going in the menu for it. I guess I could elixir here. Maybe I'll get through this. Oh, chat can be regen. Nice. Okay, we're going to not go down there again. We're just gonna say, you know what, AI, you own that area. I don't know what happened to my weapon. I think chat stole it with Hex. Oh, they also stole my other weapon. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we're just gonna go this way. We're just gonna go this way. Or that area. So it is possible to survive that, even with bad equipment, for sure. Like, there is so much nonsense on the screen, for sure. Man, that rapid punch, though. Oh, I love that double punch with fist. So good, chat. What happened to my stats? Oh. Chat happened to my stats. Oh, giving gravity boots as well. Chat's being very kind to me. Yeah, this is a much harder version of it, so if you see other people playing it, you can tell them to step it up. Try the max settings. Much more difficult. I couldn't even kill him in one hit. That was so sad. That was so sad, chat. My stats, what happened? Any of those worth taking? Nothing up there. Any items down here? I can't tell. A ring? I might go back up for that ring. Oh, there was literally nothing there. Oh, that sucks. Is that a real diamond or something useful? Oh, sellable. I heard evil laughter. I saw I got holy symbol. Hearts only? Oof. Okay. Oh, and speed. Chow loves the speed up. Okay, fortunately, I think I have my Vlad relic back, right? That increases int, yes. Speaking of which, get Demon Bro in on it. Demon Bro is empowered by the Vlad relic, at least. Oh my gosh. Turbo mode. You came out of nowhere. Okay. I will make this jump, okay. Even in turbo mode, super speed, we'll get through. Oh my gosh, that platforming is nightmarish. Goodbye, bonus health from face tag. I needed to save more than I needed the bonus health. Oh. There we go, chat. Ooh. Cracker's still all gray. I think because I need to reset it. Sorry, chat. Just do this real quick. Okay, we're good. I think it's because I had to close the tracker briefly. This is worth going for. Oh gosh, that speed though. Okay, I'm not gonna try to gravity boots at turbo. That is too difficult. I threw my pizza away. That is such a shame. Pizza's actually a decent healing item. Speaking of which, let's get the Thunderbrand back and one of our shields. There we go. See, we're cream again. Interesting. Hopefully I didn't put two of the same color in the list. For that, I feel very silly. For extra range, maybe. Wow. Nothing of interest. But you know what? I am I am morbidly curious about Aurochs. Let's go see Aurochs, chat. I'm assuming I'm on a good cycle now. Yeah, I had a feeling I wasted enough time up there. I have Soul of Wolf. Nice, thank you, chat. Extra range would be useful. And maybe get some experience as we climb here. But yeah, if chat is not able to do it, I will tough boss this myself. That way you can witness the insanity. Oh no. Okay, with extra range, this is more manageable for sure. This is a lot more doable. Though it is still possible to clear. We have a good weapon, as I said before. Oh, I did not want to pick that up. That is just most unfortunate. I really want that. No. Nope, please don't kill me. Give me the spaghetti. I'm spaghettiing in real life, but I want this for healing. Where's the spaghetti? Okay, I'm gonna immediately turn around. Oh, I'm very colorful today. He's blocking my escape. Oh, he's in the floor. What a jerk. Alright, I'm gonna do my best to just pray I can make it to a save point. Not getting the super tough bosses out of the way. Okay, we're gonna pray we make it to the save point. Man, ambush is nasty, chat. Think you give it every form? Yeah, it looks like it. So it looks like the smart logic is working, so thank you for testing it. So I noticed I got Wolf, and then I got a relic for Wolf, and I noticed I got Form of Mist, and then it gave me Power of Mist. So that seems to be working as intended. Rainbow, it's so beautifully awful. So thank you, Chris. Thank you for making the character look like this. Is there anything actually at Coliseum? Oh no. Mistakes were made. Is there anything? Oh, it's a Vlad relic. No! I have to pick it up. Escape. Get me out of here. No. I'm just dealing with this. Get out of here. Okay, we're good. I'm saving that. Hello, Rixian. Thank you for using Slam. I'm gonna go ahead and save. So it seems like that 1 in 8 logic is working with Slam. So chat is feeling like they want to gamble. They could get that for free. Or if Mayhem happens to be capped, it'll always guarantee the Slam Jam. Get juggled. There. Oh, what happened to my jump? Oh, turbo mode happened. I went to double jump and I didn't get it. Now it makes sense. Oh, there we go. We got the Alucard slide, chat. If you haven't seen it, this is for Rixian. Sliding on out of here. Alucard wants none of this. We're out of here. Like, nah. Whoa, get juggled. Oh, I didn't have the iframe. Alright, we're gonna take the... Oh, wait. Don't wing smash on the ceiling, or I'll crash the game. Alright, don't wing smash on the ceiling, or it'll crash. Gonna go out of here. Okay, we're good now. I almost forgot about the soft block that happens to be there. I almost did it. Oh, turbo mode. You're killing me. There we go. I'm not... You know what? I'm not gonna pick up those items. I'm gonna hopefully just get out of here. We're gonna take it nice and slow. Oh, turbo mode wore off. Shame. HP for MP. So I really can't fly anymore. I gotta be really careful. This could be interesting. No. Alas. It was not interesting. Confiscate. Ooh, confiscated right before the save. Ooh. Well timed, well timed. Goodbye, items. I'm assuming I lost the Thunderbrand. I'll know in a moment, though. I have a couple of Vlad relics, so the odds of it taking it are pretty high. Yeah, the odds of it being taken were very high. So anyway, I just have a shield versus super tough all rocks. I don't think this is gonna go well, but we'll showcase it, I suppose. just, I don't think it's doable, to be honest with you. Especially 2 Vlad relic, where Vlad relic usage is doubled. He must have like 2,000 something health. I'm sure it's something atrocious. What's this? A single orange. No, I don't think that's gonna help us, chat, but, you know, whatever. Let's go greet all rocks. Oops, there we go. That movement speed. I'm just gonna say, don't give me soft blocked up there. Okay, is there a way to trigger only one of them? Yeah, I know it triggered. Where are they, though? Oh? Oh, they're behind him. They're behind him. That's why. I was like, where did they go? Oh, heart's only 2. Oh, I'm dead. With underwater, GG. That was a bad time to stand up. mean, I'll give it an honest attempt at winning, but I only have one healing item now, so I think it's GG. And I can't use it. I can't, chat. They're just too tanky. The chat is not convinced that this is harder. I can't do anything. That dagger was... It's good, but it can't do anything against the skulls. I had no counterplay. GG. I could do it. They have 2,000 health. I don't even think I could do 500 in like 10 seconds. No way, chat. If that was cross, I would have said yes. Or if that was holy water, I would have said yes. But I had no anti-air. And anti-airing the skulls is kind of important. Considering I had no shield, no healing, no ability to hit above me. No way, chat. You're out of your mind if you think I could beat that with hearts only dagger. But I'll go ahead and tough boss this. We'll give it one more try just for chat. Okay, let's see what happens. Well, I got rushed down too. Okay. Well, I guess we get to see how much health they have, chat. I'm sure it's something ridiculous. So this will get me a lot further than Hearts Only will. I'll lose a lot of health, but I think it's worth it. Go for this guy, maybe. Wow, he is very tanky. Thank you, Regen. As you can see, he's taking like hundreds of damage a second. And I might die here, so I gotta be more careful. They are very tanky. Oh my gosh, chat. Ridiculous. Oh, one of them actually did die. Wow. Okay. I still died though. Wow. Yeah, so they are technically killable, but yeah, that's pretty brutal. Yeah. So anyway, if chat wants to see the ultra hard mode, yeah, for sure. Super tough bosses is very difficult. No worries, chat. I can refund you the mayhem if you want, chat. I can mayhem myself, but I'll leave it to chat discretion there. I think had that been regular tough bosses, I think I would have won, because I actually did manage to kill one of them. So that tells me I would have been fine with regular tough bosses, but super tough bosses, The turbo of the gods. Yeah, that was actually pretty close. It's just unfortunate because chat kind of took away all my defense, so I died as soon as Rushdown wore off, basically. Rest in peace. I got Hex Relics. That's unfortunate. Well, I'll get my orange again. Alright, let's fight him for real, for real. Oh yeah, if I had Thunderbrand, I also would have been fine, for sure. Yeah, he's gonna be noticeably easier. Oh wow, I'm only doing 3? Oh, that's bad. Yeah, well, there's only one of him. He's not that bad. With Kingstone, nice. Equip that right now, actually. Oh, it's not Kingstone. Oh, it's plus 10 attack, and I have a ring of some sort, gold ring. Okay, that's much more doable. Thank you, chat. Yeah, look at that. That's much faster. Yeah, his, like, not even 800 health has no chance against that. Alright, now that I have MP, Wing smash him a couple times. Oh, he stepped backwards awkwardly. What the? What? Why am I not getting a jump? That's weird. Oh well. Fine. Let's get through him. Come on. Why can I not Tetra Spirit? Do I not have an FMP? No, I do. Hi. He's close to dead. Thank you, chat, for the assist. I won his health. Matt loves the bat. Chat gave me extra gold. That might help. That might help a little bit. Another Vlad relic? Oh, Super Slam Jam. Oh no. This will be interesting. Okay, if I get slammed, let's get slammed here. Okay, baited it. Okay. We're living with the Slam Jam. Oops. Why is my oh, I don't have a shield. I was wondering what was happening there. I had it briefly. And then I didn't. Oh, that speed boost, though. Oh, back into the room I go. Never mind. No progress made. Weird. Anyway, back to the speed up. I got an armor that I could barely read. Turbo mode 2. Nice. If I got slammed out of the save room, I would have been so sad. Yeah, I think Pandemonium changed up my items. But explain the color change. I got 2 Vorpal blades, but they're not Vorpal. That's depressing. What else do I have? I have a library card. Nice. I mean, I guess I could technically library card once I'm done with this. I guess. I don't have Jewel of Open still. It's not the worst thing ever, as chat sends me on the Slam Express. Oh, oh, there we go. Chat helping me get to the next area. Thank you, chat. Always helpful. Nothing there. Well, let's just library card then. Whatever. Yeah, I could definitely see chat abusing me for sure on a lot of those.
I'm interested in this.
Oh, chat gave me so much money with Pandemonium. Thank you, Pandemonium. You rolled very high again. I'm very happy it did. Strong versus Holy? No, power increases with gameplay. I mean, I should probably buy some spare weapons, don't get me wrong. Stronger when bloodied? It's not that... Whatever. Get it. Random shield. Random shields, don't care. I'll pick them up. Ruby Circlet? Sure. Really? Oh, that's a decent armor. As is that. Oh, that's real Alucard mail. Different defense. Okay. Oh.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm interested in this.
Well, that's a lot of attack ups. That's a big difference, chat. Why, yes, I would like 2 medals immediately. Oh, this is like night and day, chat. See, now I can handle the nonsense other bosses. We're good. That was a good job. Looks like my relics didn't randomize for Pandemonium, so that setting's working. Thank you for testing, chat. Let's just get some easy kills here. And we're gonna save all of these items. So I'm just gonna get every check in the library on the way out, but figure since we have missed, might as well do this one. Yeah, crazy. We're already at 3 Vlad relics. I'm kind of scared to think of what Death and Galamoth are like on this level of health. I'm sure it's Nightmare tier. Oh, wait, I bought shields. What am I doing? Pixie says they're here to help today. Something like that. Oh, daggers again. That's a shame. Oh well, this should still be fun. I don't know if chat tough bosses me or not, so I'm just gonna do it for chat. Hopefully this still works. I think because I was yeah, I think because I killed him so quickly he couldn't even spawn. I'm sorry, chat. He's too weak. The downside of that boss, if you kill him before the other boss would spawn, there's nothing you can do. But yeah, his normal health was kind of sad. I tried though. Oh, nose devil. I like our current devil though. And let me use. Okay, you can do them while crouching with the curse, so I'm not completely stuck. Yeah, that boss exploded for sure though. Heart's only 3 very strong on normal bosses. Definitely way too strong on normal bosses. Love that even in the curse animation, I can keep throwing daggers. Very amusing to me. Anyway, easy boss. But I tried though, the tough bosses were triggered. Ooh, an ambush? I mean, I shouldn't die instantly, but we'll see. I have an okay amount of health. Defense is above 10. So hopefully I don't take more than 15 at any point from anything. But we'll see. Go ahead and check this one out. I'm sorry, the Thornweed had how much health? It survived 72, chat? Really? What is its health total? Oh my. It did 23 to me? Oh man. Oh, it despawned the relic! No, give me the relic! Bad game. Give me that. I need that. Silly game, chat. Oh, wow. Man, the Corpse Weed is not messing around, chat. I did not think anything could even hit me at this point. But anyway, if chat is complaining the game is too easy, just look at that. It might have despawned this item, I can't really tell. I'm gonna kill a couple of these first. Oh, that guy's pretty tanky too. Dang, chat. Hello. Wakey wakey, apparently. I could actually legitimately die here. Oh, speaking of which, ambush is gonna last an eternity. Now that I think about this. This is gonna be horrible. I'm gonna give up on the relic that's in there. You can have it, game. I'm not gonna go for it anymore. We're just gonna fly along the ceiling and pray we can touch everything that falls on us. Oh no. Oh, I think it's over. GG. No. No, let me wing smash. There we go. Ooh. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Look at that double duration effect. Oh, we got the long library text. Oh, I'm gonna do this to reset them. There we go, reset them. Oh, I want that potion, dang. Oh, brutal. So yeah, I think if I were to play with the higher difficulty settings, I would not play with Curse Double. As you can see, the ambush is lasting forever. Oh, am I gonna get killed again before I can save? Damn. It's gonna be close. That guy survived a 72. Oh boy. Oh, don't hit me. Oh, I think I'm dead. I'm just gonna miss. I'm gonna miss. I don't... They have more than 90 health, chat. You witnessed that. They had way too much. Chat gave me the face tank. Thank you, chat. I'm gonna try to get out of here. Wow. Skeleton having 90 health? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, chat. But I love it. You gotta respect them. I think that's Spike Breaker, but I think I need that. You know what? I missed the Medusa, Medusa missed me. We'll call it even. Oh, that's slow-mo though. Moonstone, not bad. Gain traded for Garnet, okay. I'm gonna go save this health total. Hello, turbo mode. There we go, I got in there eventually. So we're gonna save with our ridiculous health total for sure. So I'm sure it'll, if I die, I'll have a ridiculous health total and I'll have to stat down myself, but I'll live with that. Max Mayhem again. Ooh, back to the creamsicle color. There are like 16 colors, by the way. It just seems to be preferring the early ones for whatever reason. Oh, I lost my current equipment due to swap equipment. Ooh, Spike Breaker's not even that good. Ooh. Like Katana? Better than nothing.
What?
Oh, I hear myself getting slammed. Oh, welcome to the gym. I think that's everything I need. I still don't have Jewel of Open, so I have to go upwards at this point. The only place I haven't checked, I think, is Castle Entrance. Which, if it is... Actually, hold on. I almost made a big mistake. If it is Castle Entrance, I will be very sad, for sure. I'm gonna quickly grab this, open the entrance, and then come back. Yeah, those curse durations, though. Hope Chad is witnessing it. It is very brutal. That means even things like Slam Jam will be trying to hit me. Although, I notice if I'm in certain animations, I don't get slammed. Like, I take damage, but I don't actually go flying. It's a bit unfortunate. Oh, hello, super speed, hello. That should also last oh, there we go. That should last a ridiculous amount of time. Okay, so now I can go back through that door in case I have to do Castle Entrance. I kind of hope I don't have to, but if I do, at least I can warp once I'm done with Keep. Oh, hello, Get Juggled. Hello. Oh, the slams are here. Ooh. Get out of here. Push used. Nice. Blorange again, indeed, chat. Rixian making sure I'm awake. He's just, you know, shaking me gently. Like, wakey, wakey. Time to play Mayhem. Gonna get slammed right as I go to Wing Smash here, I think. Okay. Oh, oh, it was a preview of the room. I understand, Rixian. I understand. There is nothing in there. That's all you wanted to show me. It's fine. Just move on. I don't know what items I skipped, but I'm not going back for them. Oh no, Medusa. Oh, Medusa head. Why? I'm sorry. Did you do 20 damage to me? I don't think I appreciate that, Medusa head. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Help me. Gravity boots? No. Oh no. Okay. At least Get Juggled wore off. That spawned right next to me. I'm surprised that didn't hit me. Okay. I'm trying to get over here. Medusa head unkillable. Note to self. Don't even bother. I can only miss for so long. I'm losing health. I'm gonna try to cancel it here and try to get through this room semi-legit. Oh, I didn't get the double jump. Oh, I was trying to dive kick. Oh, no. Okay, I have to miss. I have to miss. It's not worth it. There is too much happening. Oh, that underwater makes this so slow. It's so unfortunate. I think I'm dead here. I don't think I have enough health to climb this. Yeah, I don't think I do. Unless I get this in a miracle. Oh. Oh, no, I got bonked. It's over. No, it's actually over. I don't think I'm gonna make it to that door in time. Oh, no, chat killed me, maybe? Okay, oh, no, oh. I'm bad, I'm going through the door. Okay, do I have anything to heal me? Brutal. I think I'm dead here. I'm gonna go through the door one more time in case they spawned on me. Okay, plus the food items. That is not enough to survive more than one hit. That's a problem. I'm at a conundrum. Do I have anything that could get this? Not really. Not even the power increases with gameplay will save me. That shuriken, though, I wish that was on a better weapon. It's definitely a lot of mayhem for sure. Oh, I finally lost the speed up. Okay, so I just gotta survive. Ooh, demon, thank you. I want to get a couple kills here if I can. Oh, rush down 3. Okay, then I'm out of here, GG. Out of here, bye. Oh, I'm taking this to the boss for sure. I'm not checking any items. We're going straight to the boss. Die. Alright, double kill on the boss. Thank you, rush down 3. Alright, rush down 3 is so OP. That's all I needed to know, chat. There we go. I'm back up to 87 health. I see I got stat downed at some point. Yeah, Rushdown 3 working as intended, chat. Absolutely working as intended. So even with their crazy health, you could still delete them. The chat can always mercy you. Let's go ahead and save. Alright, so there's a couple checks I could do here, and then I have to go back to entrance, potentially. Let's see. Oops. Whoa, movement speed. Go ahead and fly away. Time stop here would be very useful. Thank you, Richter. I got... It flashed something. Did I already have it? I have 3 gold rings, so I can actually still check the clock room, by the way. I don't know if you do that or not. Apparently, it doesn't check for silver and gold ring. It just needs silver and silver, gold and gold, or silver and gold. So I could make the clock room check out of logic, which is kind of funny. Let's go ahead and wing smash a little bit over here. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Holy glasses. Okay. Finally get strength and blessings. That might help us in the future. What's down here? It is Echo Bat. Okay, any interesting items here? Just hammer, no. Alright, we'll kill them for the level up. I'm really surprised I didn't hit either of those for XP. I kind of want the XP. There we go. So, I should only have one possible check to make now. Right? Because I still don't have Jewel of Open. Oh, now I have Jewel of Open. Okay, so I could go back to the caverns. Yeah, I could go back at some point. It says I can't make that check in the middle, but I'm letting you know, chat. Yes, I can. I could go for Silver Ring. I didn't open up the shortcut for that. Would that even be worth doing? I think it would be. Oh, I never got the warp at All Rocks. Oh, that was a misplay. I knew I was gonna have to come back there. I should have opened it. Oh, slammed on my way down, apparently. So, big oops. I thought I got the warp at All Rocks. Okay, so I don't have a shortcut to go check the clock room, which is what I was looking to do. So I think the play is to go back to library, and then I just sweep around the castle, ending with Silver Ring. So I think I'm gonna go counterclockwise. A little different than what I was intending to do, but that's fine. I was planning on going to All Rocks to check clock room, and then maybe split for Silver Ring. But unfortunately, this is the only method. I missed the warp. Oh well. It happens. I threw my pizza. Rest in peace, pizza. Oh, I actually have more than 80 health. Nice. Thank you, level ups. Super tough bosses. Ooh. Who is that gonna be? I guess it would be Succubus? Ooh. Succubus Untamed? Oh, I never fought Doppel. Oh. I mean, it would be amusing how quick I could die to Doppel. So let's go save. Take this item first. Let's go visit Super Doppel, chat. We can't skip bosses in this game. We gotta go back to them. Foolish me, chat. Here I was using gravity boots to skip the boss and not get a wing smash, apparently. Not worth it. Just fly away. That is certainly a color scheme. Thank you, Chris. I'm impressed I slashed that in the air. Thank you, quick turn. Alright, so let's go see what this boss is like. So I can confirm it looks like you can update the settings on the fly, as the curse setting was not ×2 when we started, but as you can see, Underwater is going to be with us for a while. It's going to be our best friend for like the next 3.5 minutes. Absolutely brutal. Let's see, chat. This should be super tough. Oh, I clipped out of bounds. Hold on a second, chat. Unfortunately, Underwater might make this hard to do. Nope, I can't do it. Chat has soft locked me with Underwater. 1 second. We gotta wait. I can't do the boss like this. I mean, I guess no, I can't even come in through the other side. The same issue's gonna happen. I gotta wait it out. Give me some time, chat. We'll eventually see it. I did not trigger the tough bosses, because the boss did not actually spawn yet, so we're not scamming you on the tough boss count yet. Soon we will be, though. And now I can actually get through here. I think I know how to fix that issue, now that I think about it. So we should get bodied almost instantly. Speaking of which. Those projectiles don't do a lot of damage, but his sword swing should be insanely strong. What the? Oh, I got slammed. What? How much health does he have? What? Wait, there's one in the air that's active? That sucks. Chat, look at that health total. Look at that health total, chat. Wait, how did he get out of stopwatch? Wait, how did he get out of... Wait, has he ascended stopwatch? Why does the stopwatch work on him? What's happening? Oh, get out of here. Cheater. What a cheater. He's like, boss weakness, what's that? It's my turn now. Oh man, chat. You saw that. He was having his own little party. I know, what a filthy cheater. Also turbo mode. Oh. Just not do that in turbo mode. Nice, got the kill. This is looking to get. Oh, I didn't kill her in one hit. Close. Ooh, she almost got me. Oh, there we go. Could still die to this. Oh, ambush. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm so dead. Thunder Sphere, help me. Oh my gosh, 52? Wow, what a god. Oh, I'm not entering this room, apparently. Can I please enter the room? He hit me during the door. That's interesting. Door? Okay, okay. Okay. Can't have my health. I think I'm dead. Ooh. Nasty. Woo. I'm taking it real slow. Oh, he went through the floor. He went through the floor. He went through the floor. Slashed the ceiling. Oh, I missed it too slow. I had a feeling he would fall on me. Dang, so close. Yeah, that MP HP half was too powerful. For sure, too powerful. Mixed with ambush, too strong. GG. Yeah, Hex is really brutal. More often than not, that will probably kill me. For sure. So I think for the power level it's at, I think it makes sense. Anyway, I think we're back before I killed the doppelganger, which is depressing. That's okay. Oh, we got regen, thank you. So I shouldn't really get any stats from death. That was one of the things that I fixed in the previous patch. So I don't expect more than our health to go up by like 5 or something. Should be pretty negligible compared to what I lost earlier. Joseph's Cloak? Sure. Oh, weaker than what I have. Spike Breaker, nope. Oh, I still have my shields in this version. Oh, okay. That's not too bad then. I'll take that. Just gonna iframe through them, chat. Listen. Come on, there we go. Take advantage of super speed. Alright, take 2. I like that I'm slowly getting used to, like, the ridiculous speeds this character can move at. Very, very slowly getting used to it. Forgot the lip was there. We're all caught up. Thank you, chat. Yeah, I can't see the look at the moment because I'm in super speed. Looks like I'm orange again. Maybe I should up... Well, I thought I was saving 5 colors. Maybe I'm only saving 4. I actually have to double check that. But we're back to orange. That is so fast. Covenant Stone? Okay, not bad. I was gonna say, that was me attempting the Soul Steal. I moved like half the world. Lost a little health from the regen, but I think I'd rather save with more max health. I have a feeling we'll be restarting this in a little bit. I'm actually gonna do that to save max MP. So we should be going into the Succubus room, which I can't say I've ever tested it with super speed before. Hopefully that doesn't cause weird things to happen. Thank you, Rixian, for gifting, apparently, the Makilu's Menagerie bought a subscription. I thought I disabled it from getting gift subs, but apparently not. Makilu is this... Oh gosh, the movement speed is insane. Tough bosses didn't trigger. I don't know. Oh, maybe because I fought Doppel. Now that I think about it, I fought Doppel. I think I accidentally got rid of all the tough bosses. I'll put another one in for next time. This is for you, chat. I'm gonna free tough bosses. Oh, I'm very purple. Hello. Oh, that's a color. Oh, I was like pulsing purple for a little bit. That was interesting. Huh. I don't recall picking this color. It seems to be behaving differently. Maybe because I came out of the other warp. That's very interesting. I mean, it's not that I don't like it. It's just it. Yeah, look. I get pulsing purple like the Succubus room. Huh. Interesting. Oh, that means I could choose the color, right? Yeah, I could choose the color. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We found out where the hex value is, chat. Look at that. Custom on-the-fly paint job. Oh, I forgot to do the double jump thing. Oh well. We'll save it. We'll save again. We'll fight Scylla. Sure, she'll be very interesting. Yeah, it was neat to see that actually interacted. Ooh, very different color. I don't think we've seen this one before on stream at all. Interesting. Let's unequip our things. Don't know which of these is actually good, unfortunately. Neutral trade, I'll just wear the... Guess I'll wear most of these. Improves healing power. Oh no, my gold rings. I lost my duplicates due to pandemonium. Good call, chat. You can't let me have like 4 gold rings. Otherwise they'll cheat. I forgot to do the strat I learned before. Oops. Garnet, sure. Oh, another Justice Cloak. Disappointing. Talisman. Not bad. Oh my gosh, trying to soul steal on that platform. Actually impossible. I'm just gonna go for the backup Petra. Shoot me with the rocks. Man, that speed up is actually messing up my spell. we go. Oh, that also stopped me from getting damage. Try this again. That's better. She's very tanky. Hearts only. Oh, Axis? Okay. I'll take this. She's gonna take a while to kill, chat. She's survived many axes. Unfortunately, I think her defense is kind of high, so I don't have to worry about her projectiles so much. But it's a normal boss battle, this would be quite intense. Look how tanky she is, chat. Look at that health value. I mean, she normally has, like, what? Sub 400 health? I think we can safely say that she's a little more than 400. Am I gonna run out of hearts only before she dies? Never survived this long, it doesn't feel right. Oh, the chat has nerfed me. She's definitely surviving, chat. She's taken over 1,000, I think, at this point. Oh, my bonuses wore off. We do a lot of damage with Tetra Spirit. I might Soul Steal her in a moment. We'll see. Oh, it went after the bubbles, really? There we go. She'll die eventually, chat. We'll get there. I'm afraid to touch her because her contact damage must be really high.
Dead already?
Wow, this weapon is terrible. Do I really not have anything else to deal with this boss? Oh, that's a little better, I think. No, it still doesn't double hit. Dang. They went to the other bubbles. That sucks. We'll get there eventually, chat. One day. Super tanky Scylla. Oh boy. Death must be near impossible, for sure. She's still going, chat. I've lost track of how much health she has, other than a lot. I mean, we're at, what, 3 Vlad relics? I don't know if it was super tough bosses or not. But she's certainly tanky, chat. I'm very scared to see what death is like on this setting. AKA why you should not play max settings. She's still going. Do I have nothing else? Do I really honestly have nothing else to speed this up? Extra effective with shield. Do I have a real shield? That would make me very happy. Is this real? If this is Alucard, I'm gonna be so happy. Please be Alucard's actual real shield. No, it's not. Of course it's not. No, I don't have Iron Shield. Dang. I actually have Shield Rod, but it's not useful. We're gonna be here a while, chat. Maybe throw some TNT at her. Wow, she is still tanking it out, chat. You're really there? I could do it. Oh, you need to Rixian. That makes more sense. Because I'm like, I have no idea how close I am. Other than she has an abysmally high amount of health. Wow. Look at that, chat. She's still going. We'll get there eventually. But also, I'm very scared to see what Death's health total is with bad weapons. With good weapons, it should be fun. But I actually ran out of hearts. Is she gonna kill me just through virtue of just out-surviving me? Look at this health total. I really want to see in the logs later how much it was. Also, I'm using the bad sword again. Where's the good sword? May petrify enemies? No. Turbo mode 3? Oh, that's gonna help a lot, actually. If I could reach her. We'll get there eventually, chat. That is so much easier to do with turbo mode, chat. Cat next me? Cat's mean. Well, I had her in the loop. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do if you're not doing the spell strategy. She is tanky, chat. I'm really curious what her health total is. I'll check after the stream, chat. Brutal. Might have to put some kind of cap on the higher difficulties. Because for normal difficulty, it's fine. For easy, it's fine. Maybe for slightly hard, but pure max settings, unwinnable, I think. Unwinnable. You can see me trying to put in the work, chat. It's just not working. Oh, finally. Oh my gosh. 4-minute boss battle. Gotta help the dogs. Well, tough bosses doesn't affect her. She's already dead. I got Hearts Only 2 and Bible. Gross. Absolutely gross. I earned that health up, chat. I'm totally saving that. Let me get the bat dash. Oh, I can't because that part's only 2. Never mind. I was gonna say, Chad, if you thought Scylla was not a real boss, I might be able to improve her projectile damage, but I feel if I do that, I'm gonna have to nerf how the later difficulty scale. So I might tweak it so that there's some kind of sanity value. Right now, I basically took like what our formula is, and I just said like it's basically 0.5 times additional when you go up in the values. So right now, like normal Mayhem is just a 1.0 multiplier, but the 2.0 multiplier mixed with the curse max is just way too high. So I'll have to put more of a sanity limit in there. Unless people really want it like that, then I could technically leave it like that. Like, it felt doable before the Vlad Relics, but with the Vlad Relics, that felt, like, undoable. I'm gonna go ahead and take our time through here. So, unfortunately, I don't have Merman statues, so I might still have to come back here, which blows. Oh, ambush in this area? Uh-oh. That's nasty. I'm ready to not kill any of these frogs. Oh! Oh, 120 health? Well, let's not. Let's just hug the ceiling. Let's just be friends. Oh, you don't. No. Let me be this. No. Let me ceiling out of here. Listen. We're gonna have a nice little magical journey. I'm gonna go pick up this health. And if I take damage, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I want that health up. I'm gonna go to a little magical. Oh, no. Not a magical journey that way. Oh, chat underwatered me. Okay, well, now I'm gonna reset the room. Brutal. The Casual Express. No shame, chat. That ambush is too powerful. I'm gonna cancel it here to get some MP back, though. I was hoping that would be life up. It's not. What is this? Ballroom mass? Got bombed. Yeah, underwater plus ambush I think is a little too powerful for sure with this kind of setting. Way too powerful. As that happens, I just gotta accept it on the way down. I'm hoping this is something interesting, otherwise I'm gonna have to heal. Not. I'd like to make some progress here. I'm gonna reset them. Man, that healed me for nothing. Oh, new color. I like the new color. Ooh, I don't think I have enough MP due to Max Mayhem. I think it actually took away my MP. I think I'm dead here. Especially with Slam Jam. Yeah, I'm out of MP. I think I'm dead. Unless I can get something amazing from Meal Ticket. Oh no, I lost my meal. No! I'm dead. I hope regen saves me. Nope, it didn't. Too powerful. Rest in peace. Ambush too strong, chat. gonna make the journey again. This is why I saved earlier. But for sure, I don't think I'm gonna play all the way to the end with this setting. I think I'm gonna at least nerf the curse bonus. That double duration on abilities is absolutely horrendous. Oh, hello. A good color. Okay, force. Dancing along the top, nice. I don't know what that was. Oh, it's just a weapon. That's a shame. Slam jam. I was trying to do a spell input. There we go. I noticed I didn't save with full MP, which kind of sucks. So I gotta let regen kind of carry me for a bit. I'm gonna let that regen just continue to stock up. Unfortunately, I also have Bible, which is just most unfortunate. Bible kind of sucks, chat. I see summons on my side. That's not too bad. I'm gonna hold off on that health up. I have to do the same thing I did last time, where all I'm gonna do is summon him. Now, Summoner will actually stop me from reaching Cerberus, so I have to kill time until that's done. So I might as well just check Castle Entrance since I'm here. Frogs are just diving into the water. We'll showcase Yentos' favorite room again. So I am very rarely going this way, but since I'm here, I'm gonna pick up this relic first. Ooh, I didn't get it twice. Let's try that again. Oh, frog saved me. Oh, not quite. Nothing there to be expected. Slightly too slow. Learning kind of what it wants me to do. Like, there I did it twice. Oh, hello, Turbo Mode. We're gonna go back to Castle Entrance. Or attempt to go back to Castle Entrance might be the proper phrase. So nothing there, so if I die again, I don't really lose anything. I got Chakra. Go through Yentos' favorite room for like half a second. There we go. Get bodied by Merman on the floor. And back to the entrance. Ooh. Getting that proper jump height is interesting. The owl got bodied. Nothing at Castle Entrance, waste of time. I guess it could have been Jewel of Open. We're just gonna face tank this. Let's get out of here. Okay, so we're gonna go back, and hopefully Summoner will wear off by the time I get to the Cerberus room. Hopefully. You like Bat in the color scheme? We'll be seeing Bat a little more then. It's very Shadow Hearts with the golden Bat. Let's go ahead and go through them, chat. Ooh. Brutal. Thank you, chat, for the pity relics. Helped out a lot. Yeah, definitely hard. Now that I'm mostly healed, yeah, I might as well take that. I'll lose some health when my max health goes up. I think that's worth it. Hello, Try. Hope you're doing well. We're playing on max settings, Try. As I learned, you can turn it off or change it mid-gameplay. So if something feels impossible to you, you can just nerf it mid-run. So we're playing with every ambush setting is doubled, all the bosses are doubled, durations of things are increased by 2. So very nasty, very nasty. So that seems to be working. I just need to have a reset to defaults, and I think I'm pretty happy with the menu settings. We gotta check some things out with Galamoth specifically, but every other boss seems okay. Also, the Shaft Orb is gonna be a nightmare to go through. Also, I don't know why I got that close. Try that again. Yeah, I really like that shade of Alucard color, like the brighter, kind of like yellow slash orange, depending on the highlight, and then like the dark orange. That is kind of nice. Oops, I want to take that. It's like fighting Scylla, nice. Oh yeah, Scylla with 3 relics, a real boss. I don't know how much health she had. I'll check the logs though. Because I do log the updated damage, health, and some of the modifiers for how it calculated it. And I'm sure due to the base damage being doubled, and then curse effect was doubled, and boss health in general is doubled, and she's a solo boss, so she gets even more health than normal. I'm sure it was something completely gross. I'm sure it was like 2,000. Which is like doable, but we'll talk about if I even want to touch those settings, because again, some of it is like, you're not meant to technically put it to max for everything. It's okay to raise it on some. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be nasty. Do I have anything to deal with this? Or do I still not have a good shield? Do not. That is just so unfortunate. Well, chat, I lost all my strength up ones, so this is gonna take a while. Might not be doable, to be honest with you, but we'll find out. They're out of range. Come back to me. You pre-ordered FF1. I'm glad you like Final Fantasy Origins. Did a cutscene with the bridge and the classic picture. Hope chat's liking the interactive gameplay. I can't stand up or I'll die due to get juggled. And I refuse to move. So hope you enjoy this, chat. You're gonna see this for a while. I got Hex Relics, so chat took away my defensive relics. I should probably get my familiar back at some point. So anyway, chat, how are you doing? I can't do anything until I get closer. Or I'll just wait out, get juggled. I mean, I'm technically in a boss fight. Oh, I got slammed, but I was crouching. Yeah, I think slam doesn't work if I'm crouching and like holding crouch. Oh. Oh. I had one opportunity. I got closer. So I'm not just purely camping. How are they out of range? Kills me. Oh god, speaking of kills me. There we go. Chat really confiscated me. How did I get hit? Oh, minor trap. I was like, how did I get hit there? Yeah, I think when you crouch, I don't think you can be slammed. So I'm no longer getting get juggled, so I can afford to do something else here. But I'm waiting for my relics to come back. Because once my relics come back, I think I can kill him. Oh, heart's only... Oh, wow, that did an insane... Why did that do so much damage? Oh, no. Why is that hitting me for so much? Oh, this is a problem. Wow, I don't think that's powerful enough. Heal me, Ghost Card. I need healing. Ghost, I need you to... Oh, he might not have leveled. Well, I didn't think about that, actually. Yeah, he might not be leveled enough to do anything. Oh, I actually got the kill? Okay. Okay. Nice. Patience. Patience. Now we kill him for sport. For Yentos. Easy kill, chat. Patience of a god, chat. We got through it. Got a Vorpal Blade? I wish that was real Vorpal. I don't think it is, though. Oh, it is real Vorpal still. Never mind, I take that back. Well, I'm left with a Night Shield, the Holy Glasses, Spike Breaker, and 2 gold rings. So thanks, chat. I'm gonna need this eventually. Actually, speaking of which... Oh, I have a shield in that hand. I don't even need to do that. Oh gosh, ambush on these? I couldn't even kill them. I couldn't even kill them. How much health do they have? Oh okay, we're 110. Excuse me? Excuse me? Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm going back to start. No, 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 no. I'm not losing this progress, chat. No, no, no. I am taking that warp and I am getting out of here. No, no, no. I'm not losing this progress. Getting out of here. Okay, no. Oh my gosh, that was gross. Gross. 110 from the imps. Wow. They are not messing around, chat. Die. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for a few seconds. Get my MP back up. Enjoy the silence of the load room. I have a pizza. I think I'm gonna eat it right now. I might need it. Okay. That moment where Vorpal is not enough. Vorpal just will not help me here. I'm gonna hopefully not trigger too much here. Yeah, hopefully conserve some MP. Medusa probably does like 50 to me if I had to guess right now, but I'd rather not find out until I at least get to the save. Once I get to the save, then it's fair. Whatever can happen can happen. Okay, we're good. We beat the Super Cerberus with the lamest of camping. Yeah, I think just maybe the solo bosses are scaled too hard. I might have to reduce them slightly. I might have to think of some like weird formula where they don't get it. Because I think it's like the normal boss health. Oh yeah, they did 36. I think it's the normal boss health, which is already really high, but then it adds, instead of 30%, I think it adds 60%? That's kind of high. Did it work as intended? Yeah, I think so. I haven't noticed any bugs. I think all the fixes are in. And I have finally got to test the difficulties, which will be one of the few rare times you will see me ever put it very high. I think hard mode on some of the things wouldn't be too bad. Like, I would be open to, like, hard mode on some of the ambushes, for example, if they feel a little too easy. I don't think I want the tough bosses this hard, for sure. Unless we didn't remove equipment. Then I would be okay with that. Then I would be like, you know what? Go crazy. Alright, let's see if there's actually anything here. No, not really. What a shame. Super ambush. Is that just one-shot city? If I go back to the gremlin room, do I just die? I'm like morbidly curious. I'm thinking about it. Chat's using good juggled and super ambush? Nasty. Well, let me go save again. I have a feeling I'm gonna need this save point. Yeah, I think I did the try soft lock, but I had a flight. So it didn't matter. I just escaped the room. But I think I have a fix for that in mind. That should fix that issue going forward. I think it'll remove the slow entry into doorway as well as a side effect, which I'm also kind of okay with. Oh god. Oh my god, they had like 300 health, chat. Did you see that? That was like 12 Vorpal Slay. Oh. 73 damage and petrify. Okay. Fair. Yeah, do not mess with these enemies. They're not worth killing. Oh. We're gonna do this. What happened to my sprite graphic? What happened to my graphic? Why did my graphic disappear? That was weird. I don't think it's supposed to do that, chat. Anyway, let's just feel where the exit is. Gonna have a happy little journey. Oh, I have turbo mode. This is bad. I think chat killed me. GG. Hello, Alec. Thank you for following. Oh, I'm dead. Rest in peace. Where did ambush go? I don't think it had any targets coming into that room. But once the gremlin was in the running position, I think it then spawned the gremlin. There's only a handful of enemies it pulls. It's not every enemy in the game, for clarity. But yeah, we're playing the ultra hard mode version of this mod, which is something. It's definitely been an experience. So feel free to join in. You should be accumulating enough points. Over time, or if chat wants to give points, that's also fine. Yeah, like, where's Skeleton? I don't think is in the list. Because of that right there. That right there, I think would just completely crash the game. And Bone Arc doesn't do anything by itself. Okay, so we're gonna have to deal with the Super Gremlins again in a moment. It's fine. We're just gonna miss through it a little bit. We're gonna go through our little happy space. I think Try enjoyed the Final Fantasy demo. I caught a little bit of it before the stream. Or Try can elaborate. We are gonna ignore all of those enemies, chat. Oh, I see that healing trying to reach me. I don't want it. That was not worth it. Oh, I ran out of MP. Oh, please don't die. Please don't die. Get out of there. Okay, we still Spike Breaker on. Oh, chat was trying to do it. No, I don't think you can add points that way, Try. Keep in mind, I don't keep the base command names with the different currency. Let me just add stuff to Alec manually. Currently at 200, make that 9,001. Congratulations, you are the proud owner of 9,001 gold. I was dying for that life up. I'm still dying for it. We'll see. See, chat has made me red. Actually, you know what? Does that mean it ignored my commented code? Because this was in my older build. Just see about that, chat. Either that or haste bug. One of the above has occurred. Oh. It's only one? Okay. I'll actually keep cross for that then. Okay, was this journey even worth it? Find out, Chad. Okay, apparently it was. So we were one Vlad relic away from just going straight to Drac. What do you think, Chad? Is it behind Grand Falloon? What do you think? Oh, it didn't do enough damage. Okay, now I'm gonna replace it with Holy Water. We're gonna hopefully farm some XP there on the way out, but let's just... Oh, I don't have enough MP. Behind Darkwing Bat? Could be. I mean, I have holy glasses, so it could be Second Castle. Please go away from me. I'm gonna say, all I want to do is save, and I'll be very happy. And chat can kill me again. But we'll see. Let's not kill ourselves, though. As I almost killed myself because I didn't cancel that properly. Let's just fly. Let's just flap our wings, chat. Taking it real slow to the finish line. Not messing around with this mod. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, let's just switch to Mist. I was hoping the Ghost would be stealing some health for me right now, but he's not. Ghost's not doing his job, chat. He's there for one purpose. He's failed me. It's a problem. Okay, I have enough MP to at least make it back to the save. Go ahead and cancel that. Okay, phew. Progress restored, chat. Okay, I'm really curious what Grand Falloon looks like buffed up with the mod. Feel free and predict. What do you mean? Like where I think it's gonna be? I wonder if they would put it behind Silver Ring. It is casual. Anything can happen. Ambush. Good time. Good time. Ooh, some free items. Get juggled. Okay. Now we pray. So I can't wing smash through them while Get Juggle is active because I have no iframes. So I have to be very careful here. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I am so dead. I can't miss due to turbo mode. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It could have been worse. Could have been worse. That could have been much worse. Oh no. Challenge mode. Oh. I don't think I could escape this. I think I'm dead. This. Oh no, I'm dead instantly. Goodbye. No, chat. That's too powerful. Get juggled ambush, too brutal. It's too strong. I don't even know why chat bothered with other commands. I was dead as soon as I got hit. You wasted your points, chat. The damage is just too high with get juggled. Not even with 300 health does it matter. Just game over. Back to the start we go. Chat says worth it. I was gonna say, you're just putting the other things on cooldown, chat. You gotta think strategically. Yeah, I saw that unarmed to try to get rid of, I think my flight, which did help. It did stop me from succeeding. Chad immediately hexes me. Something is I'm dead. Something in here is spawned invisible. I don't know where it is. I think I'm just gonna let myself die, chat. I'm just gonna embrace death. Let's embrace death. Okay, at least get juggled or we'll get out of here. Too strong, chat, too strong. Yeah, so I don't know what enemy was still stored there, but that was unfortunate. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, Rixian is asking about the third icon next to the VIP diamond. So if I record a moment on the stream, it will snap it and create a separate clip, and you'll get a badge having attended. Except I forget to do slash moment, because I think when chat killed me earlier, that could have been a slash moment. Like when I killed Scylla, I probably also should have slash momented. Also, what the heck is this damage? What was even hit? What is hitting me? Something was hitting me that was invisible. I don't know what it was, but it was doing fire damage. I did not appreciate that. Oh, I'm already dead again. Huh. That's brutal. Alright, let's kill this guy. Let's reset the ambush. So I can actually make progress. Reset it. There we go. Thank you for the regen. Oh, life up. I need that immediately. Yeah, I don't know if mods are allowed to slash moment or if it's just the streamer. I've not looked into it, honestly. Okay, we should be fine now. I don't have to deal with super ambush. I'm trying to kill them for experience. XP actually matters in this mod. Ooh, not getting wing smash. What's happening? There we go. Too far. I deserve to get bonked there. That's my fault. This will be interesting. I don't know if chat used tough bosses. I'm just gonna go ahead and proc it for free. Chat doesn't have to pay for that. I want to see what Grand Falloon is like. I'm sure his core has like 1 trillion health. Alright, so I saw it proc, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in. Chat slamming me into the room. Thank you, chat. Oh, he is gonna be tanky. He is gonna be very tanky, chat. Yeah, definitely not just an instant win, unfortunately. Heart's only 2. A Bible! Alright, I'm gonna have to cheese him with Bible. The worst one, chat, I swear. It's gonna take a while with just Bible. How you doing, chat? Tap, 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 chat. Underwater. But we're gonna be here a while. Bible does not do that much damage. Now, if that was cross, that actually would be both good and bad. I'd be able to get to his core very easily. The downside being that I'd probably make him completely exposed. Like right now, Bible's actually hurting the one that's up there, which is a little scary. But he's gonna be very tanky. Strap in, chat. You're in for a long one. HP for MP? That's just rude. That's just rude. Oh, I lost my ability. That's unfortunate. Oh, speed up is still on. That actually messed me up. And Pain Trade took away a lot of health just then. That sucks. I'm gonna get some health from him. Get there eventually, chat. Oh, underwater. That's also mean. Also, I think you glitched Bible, by the way, chat. Congratulations. I just have it forever, apparently. That's a new one for me. I mean, underwater kind of helps as long as I never get hit. I mean, you can see he's very tanky. It's surprisingly still doing damage. But we're gonna be here a while. Oh no. Oh, I made a mistake. Rest in peace. Well, GG chat. I think it's over. I accidentally hit the one in the back. You almost never see this form of him. I can't deal with it with Super Underwater. GG chat, you win. It's over. I'm just gonna stand still. There's no point. I can't dodge the laser. And I can't heal myself due to HP for MP. Oh well. I'm not gonna sit through that fight. That's gonna take too long. Back to the save point I go, chat. Yeah, you never see it because normally it dies before it can do that. But because it had so much health, it was pretty much just GG over. Because no sane player would ever break all the pieces. The problem is Vorpal has really, really far hitbox and the boss sways. So the boss eventually just swayed enough times that I clicked the far left. And I already damaged it partially due to Bible. It's annoying. Now let's compare that particular fight if I don't have Super Underwater and there's no tough bosses. Oh, he still got me. I'm slightly weaker than I thought I was. Oh, he swapped equipment on me. That was mean. Well, then I'm gonna equip my other Vorpal. Checkmate, chat. Checkmate. Checkmate. Comparatively, that's normally what happens if you're Vorpal. Oh, I like the color of Alucard. Good choice, Chan. Actually, speaking of which, what did I get here? Magical curse. Oh, I have a duplicator? Why do I have a duplicator? Ooh, defense not the best. But I still have Vorpal, that's all that matters. All that for nothing. Wow, absolutely brutal. And it took away my library card. Oh well. Well, I guess there's nothing more to do other than Silver Ring, and it says I didn't check that relic, but I'm pretty sure I did. I mean, I could double check on the way back. What is it saying I can't get over there? Oh, I don't have Merman statue, that's right. Like, wait a minute. No points for anybody? I didn't guess Grand Balloon, so... Well, I guess it's still in the air. I'm gonna go to Silver Ring, I think, at this point. And on the way there, since I have to take the long road anyway, I'm gonna check, Silver... Got Silver Ring, check, Holy Glasses. I thought about if I wanted to get those items, and I changed my mind. I think I'll just go to the exit, this is fine. Don't mess around. Oh, that scared me. I thought they were gonna hit me on the jump. Should've just completed the motion. Nice. Let's get out of here, chat. Let's bonk the fire barely. Yeah, I'm definitely saving that victory. Ring of Arcana, maybe. Oh, I actually don't have double gold ring. I can't check that anymore. Chat took that away again with swap equipment. Dang, chat. Well, I guess I can't do that check then. So I'm still missing wherever silver ring allegedly is. Allegedly.
Nibalang Valesti!
Ants ran out of points. Uh-oh. I'm gonna blame Chris on that. I think Chris might need to watch for a little bit. We'll see. I'll give him pity when I get to Richter. But he was gifted like 20,000 something points. Like, come on. That's your fault for gambling and performing. Gotta live with the consequences. Alright, so just confirm there was nothing there. So I'm gonna be forcing a tough boss on Richter because I want to see like what it is normally. Because the Shaft Orb will scale with Glad Relics in the base mod. So Shaft Orb should still take a while for the normal boss fight, especially since we're at 4 out of 5. So that's gonna be an experience. Ah, that's so annoying I have to go all the way over there for that. Is it worth going to All Rocks? I wish there was a shortcut through here. I don't have like a good way to get there. I guess I could warp to entrance, but because I missed the All Rocks warp due to poor planning, this is now going to take much longer than it should.
This is the Reaper's power.
Yeah, so I could go from here to Silver Ring. However, I think I want to pick up All Rocks. But I guess I could still do Silver Ring, I guess. Because if I take the long way out, which is not what you're supposed to do, I think that'll put me back towards where I need to be anyway. Oh, I see Slam Jam. Well, let's at least get to the save point. Then we're going to make the long trek over to Silver Ring. I should be able to do. I still have Jewel of Open. I still have missed. Not too bad, not too bad. Just land and immediately get hit? That sounds about right. Oh, just as I wing smashed. Good timing. Oh, that is weird. I gotta learn how to not do that. Come on. Come on. Why are you not taking my input? That's fine. There we go. That's all I wanted. Alright, hopefully I get slammed into the exit, but we'll see. The Super Slam Jam is gonna last quite a long while.
No mercy.
No mercy, I hear from the chat. Yeah, I'm very far away. Oh, right, this is Hippogriff's room. Well, Hippogriff seems to be working, sort of. Unfortunately, Hippogriff is still Hippogriff. I don't think you can really fix this boss without doing some major AI changes, chat. Super easy. As I get slammed. Man, chat, that was with the tough boss. That was kind of sad. Vorpal OP. Also, I'm just that giant black outline where Hippogriff... Oh, getting re-slammed again. Thank you, chat. Slam Jam. I really wish I had a shield here. Guess I could do some bat movement. Just a wing smash. I have like one opportunity to do it. There we go. Oh, I should be at almost Silver Ring. I think I have one more area to go through. Speaking of which. Okay, chat. So I was thinking it was going to hide it here because it was annoying to get to. We'll find out. I could very much be wrong. There's like 12 or 14 other locations it could be at. Yeah, Maria, whatever. Listen, chat, nobody listens to Maria. Oh, it's a card. Sprite card, ew. That wasn't worth it. See, if this had been a normal playthrough, absolutely would have save split there. It would have been like, nah. But I'll try to refrain from save splitting. play it out, even if it makes the seat take longer. So I have to go down from here because I need to get all rocks eventually, because I might have to come back here. It's really horrible. A really horrible thought that I have to come back through here. So we're gonna take the long way around, because I did not open up Coliseum either. So I don't think any of those exits are normally there. Come on. Not quite as easy on the descent. Let me just dive kick. That might be better. There we go. That wasn't too bad. So because I have Jewel of Open, I should be able to do this exit, which will put me back near Slogra and Gaibon, which is fine, because I need to go back to All Rocks. So I have a feeling we're gonna have a boss refight in a moment. Here we are. We've already fought them, but they should die pretty quickly. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed them, chat. They had a nice cameo appearance. Like, we got places to be. We can't mess with them. Ooh, holy water? I'll take that. Nice and simple, chat. Oh, I bonked my head there. Yeah, vanilla SotN value is definitely a little on the weekend, but I feel like tough bosses definitely makes them more aligned. I don't know if I'll ever touch the base health of the characters. I don't want to make the game too hard on max settings, but... Ooh, nice and simple. We're almost at the warp, which is what I'm looking to get. If I happen to get another ring on the way there, it'd be nice, but I doubt it. 5 seconds too early. What a shame. Get out of here, chat. I want that warp, and I'm gonna warp to keep. So eventually, I might have to come back to here, because I lost my, what was it, quadruple gold ring. This is unfortunate. Easy kills. Getting that XP any way I can. I'm not gonna wing smash while this guy is alive. Now I think I can wing smash without it crashing. Maybe. Okay, we're good. Alright, now I'm actually gonna take this warp. This is my punishment. It took me like 7 extra minutes because I had to take the long way around. And then I have to warp every single warp back, which is painful. Absolutely painful, chat. I think this one will be library, and then I want the one after that, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's go see what Richter's like, chat. What do you think? How much damage do you think he's gonna do to me, chat, on tough bosses? That should be the real bet. Like, his projectile should not really be touched, but his, like, slide damage must be, like, off the charts. I'm thinking maybe 40, but it could be higher. What is my defense at? 13? Yeah, especially if I make him mad and I feel his unbridled wrath. I feel like that'll just be like instant game over. So let's go ahead and see it, chat. I'm gonna go and proc that tough bosses for you. That should trigger in a moment. There we go. That's gonna guess 50. Yeah, I'm expecting his crosses to only do like 11 or 20 or something like that, but his kick is gonna be like insta-death. I just want to see what's up here, and then if it's not anything good, I'm not going to do this on the refight. Unless we beat Richter in one try, then I'm not going to refight him. But we'll see. I did get a lot of healing just then, so maybe it's doable. A goddess shield? Ooh, interesting. Okay. I mean, that'll help my defense. Ooh, my color is very funky. We haven't seen this one before. The proof it is random. Where's their Ricochet Stone of all things? I love that I have 534 health and it just doesn't matter, chat. It just absolutely doesn't matter.
I've been waiting for you.
Yes, you have. Oh my, he's doing 23 plus to me? Oh yeah, you fool. Oh, let's not get you fooled. Go speed demon. Oh, he was fast. Oh, that was easy.
You've defeated me, but
No, chat. No. Soft reset. That was too fast, chat. No. We can't have that. We're going back. Vorpal made that way too easy. Poor Shaft Orb, even with like 30 something health, or probably 40 something health at that point, wasn't enough, chat. Vorpal OP. Yeah, I'm gonna super tough boss for the chat, and then I'm gonna max Mayhem to also still give you the Mayhem meter back. I'm just curious. He didn't even hit us more than like a couple times. I was expecting the orb to have a little more health than that, but now the orb should have a gross amount of health. I'm gonna go ahead and tough bosses, and then I'll max Mayhem in a moment for the chat. So also, say goodbye to the color. We're not gonna see it for very long. I don't have a way of doing that without adding something to the colors. We're very gold. There we go. Max the Mayhem. It's all good. My health total went down, which is unfortunate. I have a feeling this is going to be a very short refight, chat. Something tells me. Oh, he's doing 36 on the whip? Oh, hello. How much is this? Oh, you fooled me. Oh, he's only doing 22 on this side. The orb didn't seem to have more health there. That's interesting. I think that was an issue in the original mod, where it doesn't apply it more than once. That's fine. We'll take it. I got to see how much damage he did. So I think the answer to that was, with my defense, he only did 33. Which is a little lower than I thought, to be honest. Yeah, we're feeling very golden red today, chat. Yeah, he got wrecked. Yeah, Vorpal makes that fight free, for sure. I don't even have to do any of the speedrunner strats. Just, you win. Even with it having, like, 20 more health, it doesn't matter. That is gonna throw off my wing smash timing, yeah. I gotta learn how to deal with the pauses when I'm in the middle of a wing smash, and that happens. Let's get a nice little save point here. I think chat also mentioned potentially Darkwing Bat. I guess we'll go see what Darkwing Bat has. Chris is like, I'm out of points. Gamble 600. the dual life of Chris. Getting called out. I'm like, the only expensive commands are the stats downs. Everything else is still pretty cheap. Let's see Darkwing Bat. How long it'll last? 3 seconds. Oh, hello, Super Slam Jam. Darkwing Bat was the final Vlad relic. Good call, try. You're not gonna spend 600 on anything. I mean, there's Hex, Ambush, Tough Bosses. All those are within 600. Well, I was gonna say, Try said told you, but he also named more than one, so he still cheated. What a filthy cheater. Let's go up here. Oh, bonked. I'm gonna get the warp just in case something weird happens. Not that I think we should use it in normal scenarios, given that I have all 5 Vlad. You never know, chat. Also, I'm just thinking I'm about to come into one of the worst hallways in the game. And we're gonna leave the worst hallway in the game. We're gonna try again. We need more confidence when we go into here. Because this room, with its absolute garbage ambush enemies, I do not want to see. Don't want to fight them. I at least have curse immunity to some extent, but I think if they get super ambushed, it ignores that. So I don't really want to find out. Just gonna leave. Oh yeah, I got through the worst hallway in the game. I have to get through a fun amount of things. Oh, I got slammed. Slam. You know what? We're gonna save because Get Juggled is still active. Let's play it real safe, chat. We're gonna cruise to the finish line. So at least I get to say I beat it with max enemy settings and then partially beat it with max curse settings. Oh, chat disarmed me. That's unfortunate. Goodbye, all my relics. And my weapon. Oh. Oh, I'm dead here, I think. Maybe. Ooh. Brutal. Medusa with no weapon. Do I really not have anything for Medusa? At least for range? Oh, I could dynamite her. That would be funny. Oh, I have literally nothing else. That is so sad. Well, I might as well use these. Hi, Medusa. I still don't really consider you a real boss. Oh, you're mad. That actually gets blocked? I didn't know that. I stood up too soon. If only I had slightly better range. There we go. There we go. We got through it eventually. I don't think she does not belong in the second castle, chat. There's nothing you can do to make that boss interesting. Not even with taking away my weapon is that boss hard. It doesn't matter. Compare that to like an Olrox. Like Olrox feels like he should be in second castle comparatively. Like that's a real boss. Like Medusa literally just beat her by punching her in the tail. Like it just kind of sad. I guess I want to go this way still. I have a lot of MP, which is helping me. I don't really want to deal with any of this while I don't have relics. I see I lost my buddy. We're gonna have to get our buddy back at some point. We're gonna have a wonderful, slow journey all the way up here. Our buddy came back. Briefly. He doesn't like it when I'm in bat form. I saw all my relics return. Nice. We got all of our Vlads back, so we confirmed that that bug seems to be fixed. Get out of here. And you know what? I'm actually gonna switch over to Demon over the other choices. Oh, it's Nose Demon now. Like regular Demon better. Also, I really don't need Dynamite anymore. There's amusing to use briefly, don't get me wrong. But we're gonna just go ahead and eat food and then win. Okay, a little bit of health for the hallway, not too bad. Where's my weapon? There it is, okay. Waluigi. Something like that, chat. Ooh, didn't do enough to just kill him instantly. Keep that in mind. Anyway, now that I have my relics back, I guess I can go a little faster. Speaking of which, there's a save point over here. I'd like to get to it. Did it slightly too fast, so I didn't like the input. Slowed down slightly. I bonked. That's okay. We made it though, chat. So all I gotta do is reach Dracula. And then we'll probably wrap up with some testing of Galamoth, because I really am not interested in fighting a 30,000 something hell Galamoth. I'm sure it would be absolutely atrocious. Yeah, we're on our way. We're skipping every boss. We don't need them. I fortunately had Spike Breaker on. I honestly forgot if it was still on due to how many times my equipment was swapped. Ooh, dropped an input. Take the warp for safety, and then... I could technically warp back and save, but I'm gonna see if I could get through this ambush room. It'd be a little tough. 7-minute death fight? It might be. I probably should have waited for my MP to come back a bit more. How did he not die before I reached him? That's unfortunate. I'm gonna take my time. Really? He still didn't die again. I even paused more. Yeah, I have to wait here. Oh yeah, I'm getting power levels from this. This is okay. Serve my MP. Oh, my 154. Excuse me. Excuse me, that's a bit high. So it's a teeny bit high, chat. I don't think I want that. I don't think I want that, chat. We're just gonna get out of here. We're gonna enjoy our regen, thanks to Try. That way I could be in this longer. I can afford exactly 1 hit to me. I am gradually losing my MP. I think I need to unmist whenever I get a chance. HP for MP? Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that.
This one is special.
Don't want to take that. No, he went through the floor. No, they went through the floor. They cheated. No, that's supposed to be solid. That's not fair. That's so unfair. Why did they clip through the floor like that? They were below me and they went just through it like it wasn't there. That sucks. It's all the way right at the door too. Also, what happened to my gas cloud? I wonder what happened to my gas cloud. I'm gonna go back to it. I definitely had it at some point. So if something did not return my gas cloud, that is a bug. Because I definitely had that at the beginning of the run, by the way. Is that would have also killed the skeleton and I would have been fine. That is a shame. I'm gonna have to check the VOD when exactly I lost gas cloud. I wasn't really sure because, oh, there's invisible ghost dancers here. This sucks. I think I'm dead again. I'm just gonna wait it out. I mean, I could get level ups from... It went through the floor. Oh, rush down 1. That's not useful. Oh, let's... This is gonna be really bad. Hello, Sir Magic Penguin. And back to the bottom I go. Dang. Okay, let's try this again. Oh my gosh, they're just anti-airing me so hard. Give me a break here. I can't miss. Why can I not miss? There we go. I have to do this at least until ambush wears off. They're too powerful. They're better than me, chat. What can I tell you? Way I go, chat. Yeah, that damage is real. That is one-shot city. It felt like they were a little weird at the bottom of the screen. Also, I'm about to get slammed like 20 times, I have a feeling. Yeah. Okay, let's whoop Relic. Casually walk. Yeah, we're peacing out, listen. Oh, I didn't go fast enough. Oh, that's a shame. I guess I had to dash. Thank you for the slam. I got merman statue, but that won't really help us at the moment. Thank you. Oh gosh, the super speed. Oh gosh, the super speed is weird, trying to line up the gravity boots. Oh, I like the red on the bat. That was a good touch. Good color choice. Thank Chris again in the chat. Love it. Oh, there we go. I got the speed boost. Well, we got to see it briefly. Okay, I'm finally gonna make it to Drac. I was gonna say, that says last playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, but I was gonna say, Penguin, didn't you beat that? Okay, chat. So that was not terrible. I've had longer seeds without the max setting for sure. I think chat was very nice in the beginning. It gave me some boons, but I still ended up almost doing a full clear of Castle 1. So I feel like okay. Sir Magic Penguin said no talking, only get owned. It's possible. Let's save our progress, chat. I'm at a phenomenal 453 health. I must be at a fairly high level. I saw major boons. Yeah, I saw major boons granting me some health and some stat ups. So if you're wondering why my con is 44 and my luck is high, I'm pretty sure the last few major boons gave me some of those. Oh, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. It was leader. I read it correctly. Use chaos to learn more about other commands. Oh, is the bot still saying that? I thought I hit save earlier today. I could change that. My bad, chat. I'm actually gonna pause and fix that right now. That is on the alerts. Excuse me, it's in timers. I was gonna say, it's been like that since literally 1.1, and this is the first time I think it's been mentioned in a while. I'm gonna go ahead and update it. Well, I have Get Juggled here. I don't know if chat actually used tough bosses before I came into this room. I did give chat some opportunities for it, for sure. I guess I'll find out. Oh, chat did.
You have done well in making it this far.
Thank you, Shaft. I'm ready to die now. Though I can't stay on the left wall because the other one is there. I expect this to be basically insta-death. Oh, that did not go where I thought they were gonna aim that. That's fine. Look at that lag. I'm gonna dodge. Hopefully get some strikes in. Oh, I'm dead. I tried misting, and due to the lag, it ate my input. GG. You win, chat. Lag ate my input. I didn't get to miss, even though I had full MP. That sucked. Too many of them, chat. Rest in peace. Yeah, I'm right at the end. Yeah, unfortunately, it just ate it. I don't even know what to say. Like, I hit that like a solid 2.5 seconds before I got struck, but I think because partially I was in the swinging animation and also the lag, it's just nothing came out. Disappointing. But hey, Get Juggled is about to wear off, so that's nice. So they seem pretty tanky. We can stop them, good to know. Indeed, chat, I'm right at the end. The only thing stopping me is you at this point. Since I have all the Vlad relics, I have decent equipment, I have decent stats, but I still have to beat the bosses. Chat's using regen on me? Oh, okay. Not what I would have thought chat was gonna use. Well, I don't think another tough bosses went through. No, I'm gonna go ahead and delete this boss. Oh, that still bought me. Interesting. Okay, I gotta relearn that strategy then. Anyway, easy kill. Oh, there goes half my health. That looks more appropriate. Regen will hopefully regen a little more for me for the Dracula fight. So thank you, Regen. I think I could take maybe 3 hits from Dracula at the moment. Oh, unarmed? Oh, I loved unarmed. Oh, he's gonna get deleted. Come down here, Dracula. I want to punch you.
Behold my true
I don't know if I'm standing in the right position. Oh, I am. Okay. Oh, turbo mode on this boss? Uh-oh. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of flashes. That's gonna get me killed, actually. That's actually gonna get me killed. Turbo... I don't like that interaction with Dracula, chat. I don't like those flashes. I don't like those flashes. I actually completely lost sight of where I was. I might have to disable that. That's really distracting. It's one thing if it's like sped up, but like he was literally just straight up flashing. I don't think I'd like that. I think I'll keep the... I mean, obviously everything being sped up, I think... Well, I don't know. I'll see how I feel about it. Yeah, that was a bit much. Because I literally was like, when he flashed, I completely lost sight of where I was. Which sucks. Well, anyway. Take 2.
now you will die.
Super stats down. Oh my gosh. What happened to my health? I might even just... I'm just gonna go kill myself. I'm not fighting him like this. No way, chat. You're out of your mind. No, I'm not fighting him with 90 health. No. Chat, get scammed. I'm just gonna kill my character. I'm not even gonna reset. I'm gonna go... Oh no, my controller is accidentally going to the right repeatedly. What a shame. Oh no, I died. Like, I'm not fighting it with 8 strength and 90 health. No way. Take 2. Just refilling my health, chat, real quick. You saw it. I just walked to the right. Yeah, that was way too much. I would have considered it at like 40% for sure, but you got me with the super stat down. I'm like, nah. I'll go in with like 200 health under Dracula. I mean, that's what most people end up doing. That's fine. But 90 health, 8 strength. Get my Vorpal back. There we go. Let's go. That Underwater is going to be very annoying, but not much I could do about that. Heart's only 3 and it's cross. Let's go. Oh, free win? Free run on Shaft, maybe? Love this. I love Heart's only 3. It could be almost anything. As long as it's not Dagger, I think it's good in this fight. Because Holy Water would be godlike. Cross, godlike. We're going to go ahead and skip his dialogue. Oops, too fast. I'm like, come here, Shaft. Get wrecked. And he's dead. Easy peasy, chat. Easy peasy. I was like, oh, I'll take cross all day there. It's not even it's not even a nerf. It's my reward for surviving Hearts only 1 through 2. Turbo mode 2. Okay, that one's a bit more fair. He shouldn't be super sped up. I'm gonna lose the cross power here, which is unfortunate. I did want to cross track to death. I have pizza cut. Do I have anything for my offhand at all? I have dynamite. I guess I could just throw it. I've been slammed apparently. Oh, I'm in underwater still? Gross. Oh. Underwater, please. Oh no, turbo mode means I can't miss. Oh, that's annoying. I can't do anything about this. I actually can't do anything about this. I hate that interaction so much. I might also disable underwater here, thinking about it. At least he should be dead soon. Oh, chat gave me face tank. Okay, I'm gonna win then. Oh. Yeah, that underwater, I just can't do anything. And then, like, his hand can be there. Case in point. I'm gonna get juggled again. Okay, let's get out of here. We should die soon, fortunately. There we go. Yeah, underwater is way too powerful in this boss fight. If you get hit once, you're gonna get hit for like 300 damage. That's too high.
How is it that I've been so defeated?
There we go. Let's get out of there. No, try. That's expected. So underwater, the physics can't reset unless you leave the room. So like, I was really mad because I thought it didn't trigger while it was in there. Because it was still active, I guess, when Shaft died, and it carried over into his room. So it just made it, like, really difficult. And I'm like, oh, man, that's nasty. Yeah. Because I thought I went in with, like, no underwater. Then it would have been fine, for sure. Then he would have been ultra free. But yeah, underwater makes that fight very hard. Anyway, GG, chat.
I'm glad you're all right.
I'm sorry. 'Tis my fault you had to fight your own father.
It is your own fault.
Fear not. I had my own reasons for destroying him.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna reset. We don't care about their conversation. We're gonna go, let's go see Galmoth. While we're here, chat. Got a little bit of time. I wanna see how nasty he is. The current settings. Now that he's not mandatory. So that wasn't too bad. That was like a little under 2.5, I think. We did get good relic positioning. Chat got a lot of kills. The difficulty of those ambushes ended up with a lot of deaths for sure. But yeah, that was about how long I thought it would take. So pretty happy with how that went. Chat got a lot of really interesting kills on me. Good job, chat. I like some of those juggle kills for sure. Yeah, some of those bosses just a little too much, definitely with base equipment, which is a bit unfortunate. But I guess since we're here, let's see. Galmoth is this way. Let's go ahead and just have a nice little magical journey to Galmoth. So I think Galmoth might have slightly reduced defense. Well, he should have the defense lowering from before, but his other body parts should also have defense, I think. This is the right build. Not using super tough bosses, nice. Yeah, we'll be seeing super tough Galmoth very soon. We will not be fighting the other bosses, I think. I don't really want to fight Doppel. I've seen how much health he has. It's fine. But anyway, chat, I guess while we're having a magical little journey up here, I guess we could talk about thoughts and feelings for the mod. I don't think I saw anything too crazy other than while Bible was out and time stop occurred, it caused the Bible to remain out, but I don't think that's really worth fixing. It's pretty minor, honestly. I might be able to fix the try soft lock. I love the pimp skeletons, they're very bling. Thank you, Sir Magic Penguin. Yeah, I think I have an idea for the try soft lock, but it will fix the issue of like when you get really slow entering a door. I think it will also stop that, which I do find very amusing, but I think to avoid the soft lock, I might need to implement it. I did not like turbo time interaction with Dracula. I might have to ban that. If the screen didn't flicker, I would have kept it, but the screen flickered, and that was the problem. What else would I do? Yeah, you can't really get rid of underwater in Drac's room. I mean, I could always force it to be off if it's in Dracula's room, I guess. Like, before you load in. But once you load in, it's too late. Also, it's a nice color. I like it. As I bonk off the ceiling. Whoops, that was not intended. Yeah, that was nice and fun. Yeah, definitely, if I were to play again, like, I might consider keeping the difficulty up higher. Not, like, to this level, but I can see myself having some fun with, like, some hard mode bosses. Like, I think for the single bosses that don't clone, I think I'll leave them basically on normal, because honestly, their health totals are where I want them to be. Oh, we have to get through death still. Ooh. Sir Magic Penguin has guaranteed we're fighting super death, so let's go save, because death is gonna take a while. This boss is gonna be a nightmare to fight. So I might have to tune down the solo boss health. Like, I think it's fine for the clone boss health. I actually don't think it was too insane. Like, it was hard, but it was still doable, even if just a little slow. Whereas, like, you guys saw Scylla. She was just unkillable, and she was, like, the easiest boss. That took forever. Oh, boy, chat. Speaking of taking forever.
So, you've made it this far.
I did, but I have a feeling we're gonna be here a while. How you doing, chat? This is gonna be like the next 3 minutes or so. Because he has an insane amount of health. Not even with this weapon will it be fast. Oh, demon, you're not helping me. Man, why does he go full screen when you hit him, chat? This is terrible. Like a nice little rhythm going with him, though. Yeah, his health total is probably... Ooh, with the unnerfed difficulty, I imagine he's at least 9,000. He is really tanky. He's the tankiest boss outside of Galmoth, I think. Oh, well, Dracula gets impacted, actually. Never mind, I take that back. Shaft is much easier by comparison. Yeah, we're gonna be here a while. Fortunately, his form 2 is not improved. But you can see, he's just taking all that damage like a god. What a god, chat. Ooh, my finger is getting tired. Oh, we actually got through that. That was like an almost reasonable amount of time. Meanwhile, regular death. Form 2 has no health. Goodbye. Yeah, I guess that wasn't too bad with With Chrysogrim, it was okay. With any other weapon, that would have been atrocious for sure.
あら、このスイッチはまだ押してなかったわね。
You press that button, Nose Devil. There you go. Oh, oops, I forgot they were there. He did it, Chad. Congratulations. He opened up the area I will never go to. So we're almost to Galamoth. We got through Death, and fortunately Chrysogrim made that super easy. Yeah, we're gonna see Galamoth. Now, he should be at 0 defense, so I expect him to still kind of melt against Chrysogrim, which will be very interesting. We're gonna get out of here for sure. Nice and simple, chat. Nice and simple. Yeah, Form 2 is very weak for sure. If I was gonna say, if somebody gives me his sprite address, I could probably buff him, but I do not really know how to look in the hex editor for PlayStation 1 games. I tried teaching myself the other day, and I was like, I did find addresses, but the problem is, like, the address I can find in something like a cheat engine is not the actual address I need to set for codes, which is very confusing to me, and I don't like how that is. So, like, for example, I figured out how to determine his defense value in the back end, but due to it being in memory, it's random. So unless I get, like, the actual physical address, it's not useful. So I was very sad, because I was like, oh, I figured out other things I was looking for, and then it was like, nope. You need the physical address, and then turn it into a Game Shark cheat, essentially, and then it'll work. Oh, well. It is what it is, John. I remember the frozen half in that one playthrough where I got deleted. Wow, Chrysogrim hit so fast. I tapped it once, killed her, even though I changed directions. Seems fair. Aw. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's save the Galamoth. What horrible monstrosity is he gonna be? Also, say goodbye to this color, chat. We have to max Mayhem for this. Frozen half with get juggled is real serious. Oh, that's a color. Okay, Galamoth, give us your best shot. We have 5 lads, so what does the hardest Galamoth look like? Somebody slam jam me? That's messed up. Well, let's go in, let's see how much health this monster has. He did 74 on contact damage with me, but why though? Wow, his damage is out of control. His damage isn't. Why is he doing 74 to me? I'm gonna go hitboxes, please. Is it me or the music stutter sometimes? I think so. If you're talking about, like, the only time I've heard it stutter is when relics are removed, but that's because the game is thinking. But that hasn't happened recently, if that's what you're talking about. That's a lot of damage. So it looks like the Galamoth damage scales. What is he like normally, out of curiosity? I'm gonna max Mayhem again, but I'm going to nerf him. See what he's like normally. And check him out. Go to the settings real quick. Not have Super Galamoth. If I put this on normal, and I put Galamoth on normal, how hard is he? I imagine he'll die almost instantly, to be honest with you. Oh, all the slam jams are queued up. Okay, it's just delayed. Oh, all the slam jams were queued. We're just gonna dance a little back and forth, chat. Rixian's Revenge. We're a nice color. There we oh, right at the end. I thought it was over. You got me. Okay, now how hard is this before? Possible to text info for when you lower or increase difficulty bar? What do you mean? You mean like what I just did now? You wouldn't do this in normal gameplay. Yeah, you wouldn't do that in normal gameplay. Why would you be in the settings while playing? I would hope you wouldn't be in the settings. Like, we're just messing around. Oh, that's way less damage. That's still a lot of damage, surprisingly. Yeah, that's something you would just do before the stream, for sure. He's still doing some damage. Yeah, that's still insanely high. Annoying. Yeah, the only thing I need to figure out is what happened to my gas cloud. The only thing I want to know, chat. I mean, he's pretty tanky. I think he's stun locked. Okay, we stun locked on him off. Okay, I mean, with 5 Vlad relics, that actually felt like fair. That felt fair on normal. I mean, like, if I didn't have Chrysogram, it would be very hard, but, like, with Vorpal, or, like, any double hit, it wouldn't be terrible. Yeah, that felt more like a real fight. I mean, you're never supposed to fight him with 5 Vlad, so the fact that it went that quickly on super tough bosses with 5 Vlad, I think that was fine. What are the odds you're ever gonna fight him on 5? Pretty much 0, unless you go out of your way. So that's as tough as he'll ever get in the normal difficulty, which I'm okay with. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Again, you could probably just cheese them out with Gas Clown. Would it be possible to have a Mayhem action that would increase or decrease the difficulty? I don't think that should be done, honestly, because that would be very confusing to the player, especially if the player wants to play on a certain level. I feel like if the chat is able to increase the difficulty, it would not be fun at all if that were to happen. Like if you had to fight the other the first time I went into Galamoth, you would not finish the seed. Like, just straight up. I'm just stating. I like the idea of increasing or decreasing, but not with any of these current settings. Like, a good example of it would be where I would consider raising or lowering, for example, and I thought about putting this on for another command as an alternative, is that right now we have like a Vlad relic count, we have the Holy Glasses count, and we have neutral levels. I would be open to manipulating what those values could be, but they cannot exceed like a certain value. Like, so for example, as like a boon that's positive towards you, if I'm at 5 Vlad relics, a minor boon could just say, like, for the next minute and a half, treat it as though you have 2 less Vlad relics. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm okay with that. Like, you can raise it and lower it in that sense, but I think, like, if you change the multipliers like this would be too much for sure. But I am open to that kind of difficulty modification, but not the Mayhem settings difficulty. I do not want to give players access to that. It's almost guaranteed chat will crank it to max. And max is pretty hard, I will say. Like, it wasn't unwinnable because you're fighting vanilla monsters most of the way through, but those bosses were real for sure. It definitely was a struggle to get through them. The only mercy there was that tough bosses has a longer cooldown, so I don't have to fight like 8 tough bosses back to back. Although chat could theoretically store them up, I suppose. But yeah, ambush super strong, super strong. I think it's fine where it is. I think the only thing that might be slightly too powerful is I might nerf, as I said before, the single boss. I think the single boss health is just absurd. It's too high. I think the clone health for hardest difficulty, I think was fine. Like, Cerberus was going to be one of the ones that gets cloned that should have taken the longest. And honestly, it wasn't too bad. I was there for like 2 minutes, but most of it was me just crouching. Like, more like 2.5 minutes, I guess. So, yeah, I think I like the scaling for clone. I don't think I'd like it for single, so I'm going to take a look at that again. Shaft Orb. I'm a little mixed on it. It definitely was It's definitely harder than where it was before, but it might need something else to go with it. So I have to think about that. What about a command that gives the player a chrysogram for 1 minute? There potentially could be things like that. Like if chat wants, I could potentially put that in. The downside to that is, like, if the player has, like, multiple chrysograms, it would be hard to track which one I actually gave to the player, I guess. I'd have to think about it. If it ends up in the inventory at any point, that's a problem. If it's in the hand the whole time, it's not a problem. Yeah, I do like the idea of, like, swapping equipment for sure, and I like the current equipment swap. But, yeah, I think that's all I have to really say about this particular run, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up on the game. We'll still talk for a little bit longer. So I guess for YouTube, we could say goodbye to YouTube, because we're just going to talk about probably some things that we're looking forward to, and we'll discuss maybe some more balance changes that might be requested. But I think this was a good showcase of 1.03. I feel like this one is probably the most bug-free we have seen, even though a lot of changes were made. So I'm very happy that everything could be tested on the fly. In fact, there's only one more thing I want to double check where we sign off on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and proc Tough Bosses again. And I'm going to turn off the defensive nerf and the Galamoth reposition. I think that's the only last thing I can think of that I should probably test. So if I come back in here, he should be in his default position. Let's find out, chat. Oh, no. Oh, I can't do that mid-game. That's right, I can't do that mid-game. That's a shame. Okay, so that one I would have to do a new run for. That's annoying. Because at the start of the game, it'll reposition him. Okay, so I can't test that one on the fly. That's a shame. Oh well, it is what it is. But I think for now, chat, we're going to say goodbye to YouTube. So, nice run. And let's talk it out about what could end up in the next patch.